Today, we're jumping into 15 single-player games that are totally worth your money. From incredible stories to jaw-dropping gameplay, these games have it all. Stick around as we break down why each one deserves a spot in your collection. And hey, before we kick things off, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for more gaming goodness. Let's dive in. Let's kick things off with Mass Effect 2, a masterpiece in storytelling and world building. This game lets you step into the boots of Commander Shepard as you rally a diverse crew for a mission that feels like the ultimate suicide run. What makes this game stand out is its deep character development. Each companion has their own rich backstory, personal quests, and potential for romance or rivalry. The weight of your decisions throughout the game can alter entire story arcs, which makes every dialogue choice feel monumental. Whether you're building alliances, navigating intense space battles, or engaging in personal conflicts, every moment of Mass Effect 2 feels grand. And with a galaxy that is alive with lore, exploration, and heart-pounding combat, it's the perfect blend of action and RPG. Trust me, your money will be well spent on this galactic adventure that'll keep you hooked for hours on end.
Just like freedom's progress.
Bioshock Infinite is a first-person shooter that offers so much more than just great gameplay. Set in the mesmerizing floating city of Columbia, you play as Booker DeWitt, a man on a mission to rescue Elizabeth, a mysterious woman with extraordinary powers. But what makes this game worth every penny is its deep philosophical narrative that touches on themes of identity, destiny, and the consequences of unchecked power. The game's world building is nothing short of spectacular, with its vibrant 1912-inspired environments hiding darker truths. Combat is fluid and fast-paced, enhanced by the skyhook system that allows you to zip through the city while engaging enemies. Add in the use of vigors, supernatural powers that allow you to unleash fire, electricity, and other elements on your foes, and the gameplay never feels repetitive. The mind-bending plot twists will leave you thinking about this game long after the credits roll, making it an investment in both entertainment and intellectual depth. Plague Tale: Innocence delivers a heart-wrenching story set against the bleak backdrop of medieval France, devastated by the Black Plague. You play as Amisha, a young girl trying to protect her brother Hugo from both the Inquisition and the deadly swarms of rats spreading the plague. The game's narrative is its strongest suit, offering a gripping emotional journey filled with moments of hope, desperation, and survival. The stealth-based gameplay feels tense as you sneak through enemy patrols, using light and shadow to evade detection. The world is grim but beautiful, with richly detailed environments that immerse you in its dark historical setting. The bond between Amisha and Hugo is genuinely touching, adding emotional weight to every challenge you face. Combine that with its atmospheric soundtrack and stunning visuals, and you have a deeply memorable single-player experience that's worth every penny for fans of narrative-driven games.
What's happening? Where's Mummy?
Get them! She'll catch up with us! Run! As fast as you can!
Be careful, goddammit!
The ground! It's shaking! Alicia, the ground is shaking!
Don't stop! They're right behind us!
What's that shaking? This way!
Hurry straight on!
But where are we going? Mummy won't be able to find us!
Just keep running!
Yeah, we have to go back.
Enjoying the list so far? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest and greatest single-player games. Let's keep the list going. Step into the shoes of Bigby Wolf, the grizzled sheriff of Fabletown in The Wolf Among Us, a game dripping with noir style and dark atmosphere. Based on the Fables comic series, the game blends fairy tale characters with gritty, urban storytelling. The choices you make as Bigby can drastically alter the course of the story, adding incredible replayability to this episodic adventure. The mystery at the heart of the game is filled with shocking twists and moral dilemmas, and each episode ends on a cliffhanger that keeps you coming back for more. What makes The Wolf Among Us worth every cent is its masterful storytelling, captivating characters like Snow White and beauty and the immersive world of Fabletown that feels both magical and sinister. If you're into gritty, narrative-driven games where every choice matters, this one is a no-brainer.
Drinking? This early? Where did you get that?
It was by Mr. Ichabod's desk.
Then don't you think it probably belongs to him?
Maybe. How are you today, Mr. Bigby?
Fine, Buffkin. Thanks for asking.
For those who crave fast-paced action and stylish combat, Devil May Cry 5 is a must-buy. This hack-and-slash game doesn't just deliver, it overwhelms with dazzling combat sequences and an addictive gameplay loop. You get to play as 3 different characters: the Devil Hunter Dante, the youthful Nero, and the enigmatic newcomer V, each bringing their own unique fighting styles to the table. The combat is nothing short of electric. Combos flow like water, and as you chain moves together, you feel like a true action hero. But it's not just the gameplay that shines. Devil May Cry 5 also offers a surprising amount of narrative depth, with personal stakes that elevate the typical action-packed storyline. Whether you're slashing through enemies with a giant sword, pulling off insane air juggles, or watching the unfolding drama, every moment feels epic. With stunning graphics and a killer soundtrack, this game is easily worth every penny for action lovers.
Let's get airborne.
This game isn't your traditional action-packed blockbuster, but it's an emotional journey that you'll remember long after it's over. What Remains of Edith Finch is a first-person narrative game where you explore the tragic history of the Finch family. Each room in the Finch mansion tells a different story, each more fantastical and heartbreaking than the last. The game excels in blending storytelling with unique gameplay mechanics. Whether you're flying as a bird, swinging on a swing, or playing through a comic book-style murder mystery, each vignette feels fresh and innovative. Though the game is relatively short, every minute of it is packed with emotional weight and artistic beauty. This game is worth every penny for those who value storytelling and emotional impact over raw action. It's an unforgettable experience that delves into themes of family, loss, and the fragile nature of life.
Coming back? I finally know what it is. There's just too much of it. But if you know anything about the Finch family, you know the stories have at least one thing in common. Someone always dies.
Infamous Second Son drops you into a beautifully rendered Seattle, where you take control of Delson Rowe, a young man who can absorb superpowers. What makes this game a must-buy is its fluid, dynamic combat system that lets you unleash incredible powers like smoke, neon, and concrete manipulation. Whether you're zooming through the city's streets or scaling its skyscrapers, the game makes you feel like an unstoppable force of nature. The narrative, centered around the conflict between conduit superpowered humans and a government agency hunting them, is engaging, with Delson's journey of self-discovery at its core. You also get to choose whether to be a hero or a villain, and these choices have real consequences on the story and gameplay. The open-world design, combined with vibrant visuals and fast-paced combat, makes Infamous Second Son an exhilarating ride worth every dollar. Mafia Definitive Edition takes you back to the classic world of organized crime, meticulously recreating the 1930s with stunning detail. You play as Tommy Angelo, a taxi driver who gets caught up in the dangerous life of the mob. The game's story is one of its strongest elements, offering a tightly woven narrative filled with betrayal, loyalty, and ambition. The world building is superb, with period-accurate cars, clothes, and environments that transport you to another era. The game's combat mechanics and driving sequences are satisfying, making every shootout and car chase feel cinematic. What really makes Mafia worth every penny, though, is how it captures the essence of classic gangster movies, delivering a compelling experience that feels both nostalgic and fresh. If you love crime dramas, this game is a must-play.
Move up his side. He's hurt. Burn him out. Line it up and shot.
Sleeping Dogs offers a unique blend of open-world action and martial arts, set in the vibrant and dangerous streets of Hong Kong. You play as Wei Shen, an undercover cop tasked with taking down the triads from the inside. The game's combat system is one of the highlights, focusing on hand-to-hand martial arts combat that feels fluid and brutal. But it's not just a brawler, there's a gripping story filled with intrigue, betrayal, and personal stakes that keeps you invested from start to finish. The open world is packed with activities like street racing, karaoke, and even gambling. The city feels alive, from its bustling markets to neon-lit skyscrapers. Sleeping Dogs is a gem of a game that blends narrative and action perfectly, making it well worth your money.
Wait, you were hardcore. You beat that like it was nothing.
Before we dive into the next game, if you're loving this list and want more awesome gaming content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you'll never miss out on future videos packed with epic game recommendations, reviews, and more. Now let's get back to the list. Though Nathan Drake takes a backseat in this entry, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy delivers the same thrilling, action-packed gameplay the series is known for. This time you follow Chloe Fraser and Nadine Ross on a quest to find the tusk of Ganesh in the breathtaking landscapes of India. The game is full of jaw-dropping set pieces, intricate puzzles, and explosive combat sequences that keep you on the edge of your seat. The chemistry between Chloe and Nadine adds a new layer of depth to the story, creating a dynamic that is both fun and emotionally charged. The visuals are stunning, and the gameplay feels tighter than ever. Whether you're scaling mountains, solving ancient puzzles, or getting into shootouts with mercenaries, every moment feels cinematic. For fans of the Uncharted series, this standalone adventure is worth every penny.
Never knew what hit him. Let's go.
Quantum Break is an ambitious blend of interactive storytelling and third-person action, where time itself becomes your most powerful weapon. You play as Jack Joyce, who gains the ability to manipulate time after a failed experiment, and the game cleverly integrates these abilities into both combat and puzzle solving. The unique mechanic of bending and freezing time during firefights is incredibly satisfying, allowing for creative and dynamic ways to tackle enemies. What sets Quantum Break apart, though, is its hybrid structure. The game is interwoven with live-action episodes, with your choices in the game directly influencing the storylines of these episodes. It's like playing through a blockbuster TV series with high production value and stellar performances from actors like Sean Ashmore and Aidan Gillen. The narrative explores themes of fate, loss, and power, and it will leave you pondering its intricacies long after you finish. If you're a fan of action games with a twist, Quantum Break is definitely worth every penny. In Mad Max, you are thrust into a post-apocalyptic world where survival is brutal and every fight feels like life or death. As Max, you journey across the wasteland, scavenging for resources, upgrading your vehicle, the iconic magnum opus, and battling fierce warlords. The car combat in this game is unmatched. High-speed chases, explosive vehicle takedowns, and intense desert showdowns are the core of the experience. However, Mad Max also delivers solid on-foot combat, where Max's brutal brawler style lets you take on gangs with satisfying, visceral punches and counters. The wasteland is vast, filled with hidden treasures, side missions, and strongholds to conquer, giving you hours of exploration and gameplay. The gritty atmosphere, stunning environmental design, and immersive world building make you feel like you're in a Mad Max movie. For fans of open-world action games, this one's a steal. If you're looking for pure, unbridled chaos, Just Cause 3 is the ultimate sandbox. As Rico Rodriguez, you're dropped into the massive island nation of Medici with one goal: overthrow a dictator in the most explosive way possible. The game's signature feature is the grappling hook, allowing you to scale mountains, hijack helicopters, and pull off insane stunts mid-air. Combine this with a wingsuit and parachute, and you'll be flying across the map in no time. The destruction in Just Cause 3 is over the top in the best way possible. Blowing up bridges, bases, and vehicles never gets old. The sandbox nature of the world means you can approach missions however you want, using an arsenal of ridiculous weapons and vehicles to cause maximum destruction. Whether you're toppling a regime or just causing mayhem for fun, Just Cause 3 offers hours of adrenaline-pumping action, making it well worth the price. Prototype is a game where you can unleash sheer power and destruction as Alex Mercer, a man with the ability to shape-shift and absorb the abilities of others. Set in a New York City ravaged by a mysterious virus, you're free to roam the city, causing chaos, battling military forces, and uncovering the truth behind the virus. The game's best feature is the fluid, parkour-style movement that lets you sprint up buildings, glide across rooftops, and launch devastating attacks from the sky. Combat is brutal and varied. You can transform your arms into giant blades, shields, or claws, or simply absorb enemies and civilians to heal yourself. Prototype also offers a dark and intriguing story, filled with conspiracy, betrayal, and shocking twists. The freedom to wreak havoc and the sheer joy of using Alex's incredible powers makes this game a blast, and it's a must-buy for fans of open-world action with a dark twist. Before we dive into the final game, now's the time to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We've got tons of epic game recommendations, reviews, and tips lined up just for you. Don't miss out on all the gaming goodness, join the community, and stay in the loop. Watch Dogs offers a unique twist on the open-world genre, where hacking becomes your most powerful weapon. You play as Aiden Pierce, a vigilante hacker seeking revenge in a near-future version of Chicago that is completely interconnected via a central operating system. What sets Watch Dogs apart is the ability to hack into almost anything: traffic lights, cameras, cell phones, and even entire buildings. This gives you unparalleled control over the city and allows you to approach missions in countless creative ways. The hacking mechanics, combined with solid gunplay and stealth, make each encounter feel dynamic and customizable. The city of Chicago is beautifully rendered, and there's plenty to do beyond the main story, from side missions to hacking mini-games and even multiplayer invasions. Watch Dogs is a must-buy for anyone looking for a fresh take on the open-world formula, where technology and strategy are just as important as firepower.
Huh? Better get a closer look.
That wraps up our list of 15 single-player games that are totally worth your hard-earned money. From heart-pounding action to deep emotional storytelling, these games offer incredible experiences that you won't soon forget. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome gaming content. See you next time, and happy gaming.